What's bracking, guys? Welcome to episode 18 of my UFC Utrecht career mode. Definitely a big episode here. We'll start things out with the match up against FC Dordrecht, but we're going to have a huge match against Olympiakos later on to decide our fate in the Europa League. If we win that match, we will move on. But first, as you can see, we're first in the league right now. Definitely want to keep that pace going. Would love to win the league here in my second season in charge. But you'll see here, Boymans, Yesil in the place of Zardes, who's out with an injury. Ruben, Ayub, Fuentes, Selnes. Other than that, it's usual starting lineup except for that change that was needed in place of Zardes. Of course, who just picked up a 3-week injury in the previous episode. So he may be back for the Olympiakos matchup. We'll have to see what happens, though. As you can see, you have a chance here on this throw-in. Ming's going to put this ball in. It looks like I'm going to move Boymans out for a long throw-in. Try to just lob this one in the box. Hold Boymans gets a head on it. And look at this. We get a little bit of luck here. Boymans falls back onto it. It's going to fall back to Fuentes, and he's going to score that. So I basically decided we're just going to probably take advantage of a lot more of these long throw-ins. I would like to be able to get Mings in the box as well, so I would like to have someone else take them so I can get him in, but depending on what side we're on, of course, but definitely a nice little bit of play there. Fuentes scores on a really nice shot, and it was a nutmeg as well in between the legs of the defender, but that's just the point of the long throw-ins, just get the ball into the box, play some old school direct football, but we'll see here. A nearly disaster as we try to get the ball out, but gets stuck underneath his foot, and that'll be out for a corner, but nothing comes out of that. Great save from Verhoeven. Look at this, a great tackle from Selnes. Ruben's going to play this ball through to Yesil. Gorgeous ball from Ruben. Yesil just has to finish this, but he hits it right at the keeper. Tried to finesse it underneath the keeper. Should have just gone around him for an easy tap in with his left foot, but really things just could have done. He could have done a lot better there, right there. Could have Yesil, but either way, we're going to have to try to come back, grab another. Minks put this ball into Boymans and flick it back on to Yesil. And look at that, a big save. That was a very good chance. Yesil has been really in good spots, but unfortunately has not grabbed the goal yet. So I'm going to take off Ayub. I'm going to bring on Güemes, bring on Savic, and I'm going to take off Ruben as well. So we're just going to have a bunch of fresh legs coming in. Peterson, really like him at center attacking mid. He's technically a right winger, but he is very pacey. He's definitely, I like him a lot more at center attacking mid, in all honesty, of course. So see Yesil being played through here. He's going to have some space, and look at this finish from Yesil. He definitely deserved a goal in this match. Tremendous runs throughout it, and he caps it off with a tremendous finish. Of course, had some much easier chances that he scuffed earlier, but takes advantage of this one with some space. Decided to just take a shot. As you can see, the defender was closing in on him. The angle would have been a lot tighter, so I decided to take the shot there. Take a shot at the post. You're going to carry him in for a tremendous goal from Yesil. Great to see guys stepping up in place of Zardes, but of course Zardes is almost irreplaceable at times, but nice to see we're able to move on just fine without him, at least so far. But look at this, Peterson, exactly why I like him at center attacking mid. He drifts out wide. He's going to send this ball in to Yesil, and a gorgeous finish from him there again, grabbing a brace. Definitely could easily had a hat trick in this one. Huge game from him, stepping up there next to Boymans, of course, and a tremendous finish from Yesil on that header. Expect that more from a guy like Boymans, but Yesil does a good job fighting off his defender to loop that one in for a goal. He's really been very solid for us so far. Thinking about maybe bringing him in on a permanent transfer eventually. We'll have to see what happens next season, but as you can see, nice bit of play here from Dordrecht. Look at this, just controlling the ball. Very nice layoff, and what a finish right there to cut things down to 3-1. But it looks like nothing more than a consolation goal at this point in the matchup. But either way, it was a very good chance. But we do grab a 3-1 win. So either way, we're going to go right into this Olympiakos match now. Definitely need to we need to grab 3 points. As you can see on the table, a draw won't do any good for us, and of course, a loss won't do any good. 3 points is what we need at home. It's going to be very tough. As you can see, Zardes is on the bench for this one, actually available for this one, so we'll see if he's going to get any time. But other than that, it's our usual lineup. Of course, Yesil in place of Zardes, going to be given the go at first. We'll see if he's going to be needed. He's going to be taken off, essentially. But you'll see Afele, of course, from Utrecht, be coming back to his home municipality and coming hopefully in his case to grab 3 points, but we would not like that to happen here. We would love to grab 3 points, move on here, ruin his homecoming. But you'll see gorgeous play, but just a little bit too late was that ball. Very good play though. Hopefully, that's a sign of things to come. But as you'll see here, Kum is going to cut down back on the wing, has a bit of space, is going to cut back in, try to send this low cross, and really, I do not know how we did not get to that one. That was some good defending, though, I have to say, from Olympiakos defender. But you can see on this throw-in, balls me played it back out here. Little bit of space here, way too much space, and look at this. Mitroglou is going to leap over Douglas, it looked like there, and score that goal. Definitely always had to look out for Mitroglou in this one, and I was not expecting that to happen. As you can see, that's a really good header, but that just should not happen there. We should be doing a lot better in that instance. As you can see, it's a very good goal, but we have to try to bounce back and do better. Mitroglou is going to take this one, a gorgeous free kick in, and just saved by Verhoeven there. As you can see, Mitroglou looks like this is really his matchup right here. He's trying to lead his side to the knockout round of the Europa League. But we definitely have to, just come together, try to just get a decent attack going, basically. We've had nothing going on in this game so far. So hopefully we can get things together, because this has not been very promising at the moment. As you can see, this ball's going to be put in. It's going to be headed back out. And unfortunately, somehow there's a penalty there. No Erapa now. I don't know how that's a penalty, but we'll see here. Apparently there was some sort of contact here. I guess running into him at the end kind of makes sense, but it's just so unnecessary. Some of the contact is so strange and just very unfortunate. Hopefully Verhoeven can come up big, save this penalty kick from Mitroglou, but he's going to guess the wrong way. Very well taken, I have to say. A decent amount of power, a bit lofted there. Always going to be tough for a keeper to save unless he stayed down the middle and had some quick hands. But unfortunately, we're going to be down 2-0 at home against Olympiakos. We have a big hill to climb now. We'll see if we can do so, though. But as you can see, they really controlled this game. And look at Verhoeven barely picking up that ball that he parried way too low. And just this game really wasn't ours in essence, as ours is going to come on, try to make something happen with his pace, of course, not 100% completely, tries to make something happen with his agility and his skills, his dribbling, tight dribbling. Look at that, just cannot get onto that one, could Peterson. This just really was how the game went for us. We have not been able to create much so far. We'll see if he can get something going. Mings is going to shield the ball, cut back to his right foot, send this cross into Boymans, and look at that, a big save there. Nearly cut the lead in half. Of course, we don't have much time at all. We need a goal on this set piece right here, and unfortunately that one's to be hit over by Sonnes. Definitely very unfortunate there, and we did lose that one. As you can see, the transfer budget, we do get some decent money from just the group stage essentially. So we'll see what we can do with that in the transfer window to strengthen the squad, because we definitely need to improve the squad. If we do finish in this first place spot, this is a big match against Vitesse. Of course, closing in on us out, a point at the least away would be great, but 3 points would be gigantic here as we try to move on, stay on pace for that title there. But as you can see, they have some very good players. Really gonna have to watch out in this one. Definitely need to grab the 3 points at the most. Of course, we would like to get 3 points ideally, but a point wouldn't be too bad here. But we're gonna have a fairly strong squad, I'd say. Of course, we're gonna making some changes is the main thing. We're gonna have Guemes playing for Ayub, and Barazite coming in for Ruben. Basically, Ayub and Ruben have been a bit underwhelming lately, I have to say. So we'll have to see how Barazite and Guemes play. But great job from Guemes here, setting things up. Balls me played. What a looping ball here. A gigantic cross. That was in the air forever. Fuentes somehow gets ahead on it. He's rallying his guys on. We want to grab some more goals. As you can see, that's a gigantic looping cross that's in the air forever. Fuentes able to get it. As you see, keepers again should be doing it a lot better. Keepers, EA, come on. Hopefully we have those fixed next FIFA. But as you can see, great job from Guemes. I think he may be earning his spot in the starting line. Look at this from Zardes. Gonna take the finesse shot just wide there. So agile. Probably could have kept on going, in all honesty, and grabbed a much easier goal, but I don't like cutting in from that area. It's kind of really cheesy in all essence, to be honest, because it seems to be like a dead zone with the way defenders defend. Look at this, another chance here from Zardes. We're going to try to hit the ball back in. A very bad parry there. That should have been caught and cannot take advantage of it, unfortunately. Vitesse is going to try to come back later into this matchup. Really get beaten, torn into one right there. As you see, it's a good play. Look at this. Great defense from Lewin. Somehow the ball caroms back, though. Oh, that's very unfortunate. That was some good defense from Lewin, but the carom just did not go our way, essentially. It's going to fall right back to the Vitesse player, who has an easy tap in there, Olinik, with that goal there. Very disappointing, in all honesty. Really should not have been a goal. As you can see, they were kind of growing in the game later on this matchup. Vitesse, Mings is forced to take the player down there. Is going to grab a yellow. Definitely a big foul. Was very close to the box. Glad I took him down in that instance, to be honest. Very good tactical foul. You can see some gorgeous build-up play here, though. Sonez is going to play the ball over the top to Fuentes. He's going to cut the ball back in. He's going to get taken down in the box. A big penalty right there. That's some gorgeous build-up play. Penalty was warranted. I really would just like the goal in the build-up. But however, we're going to have to step up and take this penalty, see what we can do with it here. As you can see, definitely a penalty. Trying to cut back in, of course. Very good close control from Fuentes in that instance. Definitely has been such a great player in this formation. We'll see how things continue to go for him here. As you can see, Zardes looks like he's going to step up and take this one, and he's going to put this in the back of the net. Just goes right down the middle. That's kind of been my forte lately. I've just been going right down the middle. I'm not that good at penalties unless I'm like not in the green, and I usually score really good penalties in that instance, but we'll see here how things go. Again, very unlucky. Verhoeven with a huge save, though, to keep things keep us in the lead, essentially. Barzai is going to run at the defense, but not the best of control from him there. Could have done a lot better on that counterattack. So it looks like we'll really just have not had much production in that center attacking mid spot recently. It seems like Ruben has had a few goals here and there, but look at this gorgeous play. Played onside when he really should not have been at all. Again, that's the thing about this defending in the game, defending so deep. That just is not... defending into your own box that deep is not good at all, and that always is going to lead to an easy goal. So you're going to see maybe we can grab a goal late here. However, you're going to see Zardes with the ball. Cut the ball back to his right foot to Fuentes. Tries to flick it back on. The ball's going to fall back to Ruben. He's going to take the shot, and a good save. Cannot catch the rebound. As you can see, they play like Barcelona, it seems like, when they have the ball in their own half in crazy situations. Really probably should have grabbed a goal from that bit of late, basically, recklessness on their part. As you can see, we did grab the tie, and that's not a bad result, in all honesty. We're going to finish this episode off with a Dutch Cup, and I just threw a very rotated squad out there, but we should have done a lot better in this matchup, I have to say. We're going to have Schonberg, who's actually, has that 5-star skill moves, is very solid, so I just think he may be able to make an impact. We'll see how he does in this matchup here. However, Ayub with a good shot on goal, just going to hit that over and a bit wide, it looks like there. Definitely a decent chance from us, but as you can see, we had a tough time defending this matchup. As you can see, we did a good job winning the ball initially, and look at that. That's always just the tough parts of defending this game. Looks like I did a good job winning the ball, but he wins it back after I essentially tackle the ball. Just a bit unlucky there in that instance. Needed to be defending a lot better. Again, so deep there in that instance. And again, short posts. So very unlucky. Maybe we can try to come back and grab a goal back. But as you can see, it looks like we may be able to. Good touch from Rubens and play the ball back over the top to Enes Unal. And he's going to flick that in to the back of the net. A nice bit of play there. Quick counter. Ruben does a good job there playing that ball. Definitely, he's really good when he drops deep as a striker, and I'm not convinced entirely as a center attacking. We'll have to see how things continue on in the season. I do have my eyes on Wesley Schneider. He's available on a pre-contract. I don't know if I should bring him. There's also De Jong, who is available on one. As we do go down in this match, it was not a good performance at all. Unfortunately, we just did not play well. And again, as I said, we'll see it in the next episode, I have to say. But I kind of want you guys to decide now, because I've been playing quite ahead in this, because I do have plenty of time, essentially. because I just got done with my summer semester. So as I said before, De Jong and Wesley Sneijder will be available on pre-contracts. So let me know who you guys think I should go with there. Of course, De Jong would definitely strengthen the midfield, center defensive mid tremendously, and Sneijder would be tremendous in center attacking midfield. But we may need De Jong more, but we'll have to see how things go, guys. Definitely need some suggestions on that. Either way, we're in first place in the league, a great spot right now above Vitesse. So definitely want to keep things going, keep this pace up halfway through the season. If we can keep this pace, it's all really in our hands to win the title right now, and we have to do our best to hold on to it. As you can see the calendar, we're going to try to maybe try to finish the month, but we're going to have some transfer business as well, so we'll see, guys. Definitely going to be a very interesting transfer window, as I said, with those possible pre-contracts on being there. Definitely up to you guys, though. But thanks, guys, for tuning into this episode. I'll be signing out now, and I'll catch you guys later.